coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. First down, Michel. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. That run successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it. And that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
The ball carrier.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Minshew to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
At the 47.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Hightower able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, 50 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Darnold. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Patriots.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
7-7, our score after 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Josh Allen. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, Foxtrot. 35 the mic. Focus, defense, focus.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Dante Hightower able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can't stop me.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what...
Under pressure, they got him again. Kamale Correa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
And a Patriot first down.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12.
Off of play action, Darnold finding Ayuk, middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
Gain of 15.
That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Now he steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, Michelle. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Brings up third down.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Patriots.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Faking the give, Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
At the 32-yard line.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Number 22.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Steps away to his left, and that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Minshew. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Darnold. He completes this to Sutton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
To the air again, Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start by handing this off to Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Staying on the ground with Mack. And some room to run now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Being chased out left. And incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Minshew throwing complete to Westbrook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And he is going to have a Jags first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about your
touchdown, Jaguars! Marlon Mack, 30 yards. And they the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
On first down, Mack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Minshew sets to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
He's across midfield.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Now Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Aaron Lynch coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Back now in Jacksonville. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Darnold on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Lynch picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Dancing to his left. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that play goes goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He dumps this off to Mack, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
44 is the mark. 44 is the mark. Check, check. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Finding room at the 30. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. On both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how